Hey, how you doing? This is John, and welcome to John's Long Box. I'm trying something new, a little experiment. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. But I'm gonna do a What You're Reading live, and I also put the link to the chat if you want to pop in and talk about what you're reading live. You know, first comment here, just click on it, and if you got some comics that you're currently reading that you want to talk about, we'll talk about that too. But here, I just finished reading this All Star Comics with the Super Squad. I think this is the second appearance of Power Girl, drawn by Wally Wood. And it's kind of funny because they're making Power Girl like less powerful. So I kind of like that. As a kid, I wanted the all powerful superheroes, but as an adult, I just keep hearing somebody talking. I don't know if it's my phone or not. Let me know if you hear that too. But I keep hear excellent Wally Wood, and I like how Wildcat is really giving her a rough time. Just a ribbing, I guess is the correct word. I just read Battle Chasers. I read this last night. It's number 11. I know just a legendary series. What did he go? 9 issues, I think, and then he stopped for like 20 years. So it's not being drawn by Joe Madeira, but it's drawn by Ludo Lulabili, and it's continuing the story. And I really need to go. Yes, I'm hearing voices. I'm hearing voices, and I realize. Oh, yes, I'm hearing voices, Pete. I realize what it is. It's my chair squeaking, and I'm trying to make it replicate the sound, but it sounded like a cat or something, so I didn't know what I was hearing. All right, so this is Battle Chasers. I'm a little disappointed that it's not Joe Madeira's art, but I'm sure he makes his money doing something else at this point. If he's been away for comics, I think he's doing animations for video games. And this is number 12. So I'm current with Battle Chasers, which is bizarre because I'm never current with any comic. So here you go. All right. Can you hear that squeaking? It's driving me crazy. So this is Indiana Jones, The Further Adventures of Indiana Jones. I had number 1 since it came out. I got it off the shelf, and it was drawn by John Byrne, inked by Terry Austin, written by John Byrne. So I was like, I got to get this. But something about it bothered me. It was like Indiana Jones without the charm of Harrison Ford. I guess as a kid, I wasn't able to articulate it. So I just didn't like it. Like the snarky comments coming out, but not delivered by Harrison Ford, just delivered by your brain. It just made Indiana Jones like an arrogant, annoying prick. So now somebody in the chat requested that I show more of these. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm a compulsive idiot, and these are pretty cheap. So I bought a couple. I think I bought the up to 5. And then I started reading them, and I really, really enjoyed them. So now I'm up to 21. I think it goes up to like 36 or something like that. So this is the most recent one that I read. Next time I put in a back issue bonanza, I will talk about that more. This is Batwoman. This is the second series of Batwoman. I'm cataloging my comics, and I realized I was missing issue 17, and this series was excellent. This series was excellent. The art is outstanding. Some of the best comic book art ever. This just so good. Hey, good morning, Jolly Green. Good morning, Jolly Green. If anybody wants to pop in, the link is in the comments. You can pop in. We could talk about what comics you're reading. And even though I got the issue after this, and I read them all, and apparently I didn't realize that I was missing an issue. Or maybe I do have it and it's someplace else. I just didn't think of that now. I bought this and I read it, and it was excellent. They did everything a comic book's supposed to do. The art was excellent. The story was fun. And it was written in such a way that it filled me in on the details that I literally haven't read since probably 2012, 2013 when this originally came out. But this was really good. I highly recommend this series. And what's funny is the Batwoman in the comic, it's Kathy Kane. It's Bruce Wayne's cousin. It's a reimagining of the original Kathy Kane. And she's a lesbian, but it doesn't matter. It's good super heroic stories. I hate when they say who happens to be, because no character just happens to be. Everything is created by the writers. You know what I mean? So she was made a lesbian, but it's not identity politics. It's you know nobody complained about this, and if they did complain about it, I didn't hear it. And I'm one of the worst people. If I hear there's identity politics inserted into a comic or a movie or a TV show or any media, I'm done. I have no time for it. I have like a zero tolerance policy, and I still am raving about this series. So ladies and gentlemen, it can be done. It can be done. Okay, this is Redemption. I guess I have a whole bunch of these, so I might as well just show all of these redemptions all at once. Okay, so this is by Worthy. Oh, as I hit the camera, this is by Worthy Chaos Comics. She was on my channel. This is I'll show them in order because whenever I read them, I put them. So this is issue number 1. This is issue number 2, a variant cover. I didn't realize I was ordering a variant. Issue number 3, issue number 4. And I'll talk about them because it's just one series. 6. Oh, here's 5 sexy vampire chicks. Number 6, number 7, and then the second arc, book 2, chapter 1. And I'll leave that here. Not to be mean, but I can't lie. I didn't enjoy it. For the simple reasons, I don't know what's going on. I don't know the stakes. I don't know anything. I don't even know where they live. Where do they live? What town? This is fan fiction put into a comic book by 2 people that love the characters, love the series, have so much, but they're not writing for an audience. They're writing for themselves. I don't know what's going on. So unfortunately, I will not be picking up anymore. And I feel bad because I like the person and I don't want to talk bad about anything, but there you go. Black Tape. I did not read this. It shouldn't have been in the pile. I just ended up getting 2 copies. So this is in my put away pile. So I didn't read that. I can't comment on that. Oh, who else? Who's commenting me? Okay. All right. Oh, cool. I just got a message from somebody who's doing one of my variant covers for my comic book. That's pretty much the only thing holding me up. I don't want to launch without the variant cover because let's be realistic. If I launch and then a month later add the variant cover, nobody's going to get the variant cover. This is one of those vault comics that they just send you. So I got discount comic books. They sent me 2 copies. So this is the copy that's just being put away. And my other copy is in my pile to read. So I don't know anything about that. This is Dr. Klott's Twisted Tales. When I ordered comics on eBay and I have about 10 of these. I didn't realize, but I ordered a lot from the same vendor. He's just getting rid of these, and there's a reason. These are just terrible. These are just terrible. Dr. Klott's Twisted Tales. The only thing I like about this is Phil Folio's art. Phil Folio, for those of you who don't know, he did in Dragon Magazine, he did humorous cartoons based on Dungeons and Dragons. Why can't I remember the name of the series? But I'm a big fan of Phil Folio, not a big fan of that art. Marvel Zombies, one shot. I bought this just to complete because I noticed that I was missing it, and I was reminded why I hate Marvel Zombies. There's a reason why I have not showcased any of these. Hey, Grey Wolf. Hey, Grey Wolf. Oh, hard to imagine from the character these days, but a competent. Yes. Excellent. I really do like the Batwoman comic, and I do like that her girlfriend is a fiance, and I think they get married in a later issue. Is Margie Sawyer, the police hard-boiled like police chief from Metropolis, who John Byrne created as a lesbian character back in the 80s. You know what I mean? And nobody cares. Nobody cares because competent writer will let you do amazing things, even with diversity. So here, this is a Savage Dragon, Red Horizon. It's funny because this is by Mike S. Miller. I've had this in my collection for like 10 years. And I'm like, it's a 3-issue series. Why don't I just read it? It's just sitting in my box. So that's one of the things I did when I'm cataloging my collection. And they did the unread long boxes is I pulled out stuff that it's already complete. It's 3 issues. Just put it on top pile, read it, get it over with. This was okay. I do like that Eric Larson, he wants to have a continuous run on Savage Dragon. So if anybody else wants to write or do Savage Dragon, they get a miniseries. Notice there hasn't been a Savage Dragon miniseries in like 10 years because nobody cares about Savage Dragon anymore because Eric Larson is hell bent on career suicide. So, but anyway, this was competent. It was a competent 90s adventure comic book. It was okay. It was okay. No, you know, notice I'm not doing a video on it. Okay, this is Comics Illustrated. I got this from Fund My Comic. It's a magazine about comics. So it's a magazine that just advertises other crowdfunded comics. It served its purpose. It's exactly what I expected it to be, and it's exactly what it was. So there you go. Not the last. This is let me check the comments. I see that there's comments. Did you see the Mystery of the Batwoman? It was a Mystery of the Batwoman movie. You talking about the black and white one? That's like very campy. If that's what you're talking about, I freaking love that movie. From I think it's from the 50s or 60s. That movie that was amazing. It's a great bad movie. I got to sneeze. Oh, pardon me. Dr. Ben, the first 2 Marvel Zombies by Kirkman and Chip were legit. The rest of them are poo, though. In this Marvel Zombies, I'll pull the comic. One of the things I just absolutely hated about it was Reed Richards from the Fantastic Four is studying the zombie virus to look for a cure. He's not even an infected, and he's like, oh, this is this is a superior life form, and he infects himself and his whole family. He's not even bitten. Reed Richards would never do that. Oh my God. Like, I'm so tired of Reed Richards being broken down because, he's the father figure of Marvel Comics. They always make him out to be a jerk, which is why I'm making the patriarch. He's a good dad. Hello. Hey, Haldir. How you doing, Haldir? Dorsal fin mohawk. Wonder if he's told to stop appropriating culture. Well, liberals could do whatever they want. This is Brooklyn Dreams. This was originally, I think, like a illustrated novel, and there's 4 of them. I have number 3. I still got to buy number 4 by JMD Mateus. When he came on my channel, he started talking about all of his writings, and I noticed that I missed this, so I picked this up. It is excellent. It is absolutely excellent. It's autobiographical about JMD. Instead of a Jewish boy from Brooklyn, it's an Italian boy from Brooklyn, and just like slice of life, realistic stories. Which I think JMD Mateus is that's like his strong suit. So yeah, so it is just good. If I had got this back in like my 90s pretentious Jack Kerouac days, this would have been like my Bible. But it's really good. It's really good. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot. And then the last thing that I'm reading is this treasury-sized edition of Batman and the Hulk. Neil Adams cover. Just glorious. This is just so big. Just so big. I'm moving the camera so you could see how big this is. This is a regular size comic. Just to put it in proper context, this is the size comic that Fabian Nicieza told me to jam up my butt because they're all. Oh, somebody's at my door. Who's at my door? Okay, mailman lady. The mailman lady dropped off a package. That's good. I'll go get it after this video. This is excellent. I did not like the Superman Spider-Man one. It was written like Spidey Super Stories level. I know I like all ages stories, but Spidey Super Stories is written for kindergartners. It's children's comics, not all ages comics. There is a difference. This is written all ages comics. So this is light years above. It's very steeped in Marvel history and DC history. So is there anything else anybody wants to talk about? Anything else anybody would like to say? Because I just wanted to do a what you're reading video, and I was home, and I was like, you know what, let's try live. So I will check out the comments, and if anybody pops in with anything to say, or if the comments keep going, I will go. If not, I will end. So let's see. Or dorsal fin. I already checked that out. I cannot find early Doctor Strange collected. Searching on my comic shop is frustrating. That have a crappy search function. Yeah. What's on deck for Sunday? That's a good question. What should be next for Sunday? Let's see. I did. What did I do? I did Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. I would like to do the first Hulk. I have to look to see if I have a copy of a reprint of the first Hulk. I'm missing that, so I will look for the first Hulk. If I do not have the first Hulk, what is next in chronological order? Maybe Avengers 4, Captain America getting reintroduced into the Marvel universe. Yeah, we'll do that. So if I can't find the Hulk, or if I don't have a Hulk reprint, because I know I don't own it, I will do Avengers #4, where Captain America gets reintroduced into the Marvel universe. The last book I read was Rooster Fighter 5. I don't know that. Is that a manga? That sounds like a manga. Thank you, Haldir. Haldir's. I'm at work. I'll be in and out. Okay, Marcus, you work, and I know you're driving a truck, so you can keep your eyes on the road, and you can hear my voice is all scratchy. I might as well talk about this. Yesterday, my buddy Mark came to town. We used to work together. He's another big comic book guy. He watches my channel and everything. He whenever he comes to town, he was off work, I'm off work, so he got here at 6 in the morning, and we just went to all the comic book stores in my area, and he goes to all the back issue boxes, and we just spend literally all day just going through back issue boxes, talking comics. It was a lot of fun. And so we were he's always looking for deals. Me, I'm always up trying to plug holes in my collection. I don't just buy. If I just find comics that I like and buy them, then I'll never stop buying back issues. So I buy comics in order. Yeah, it's an insane thing that I do, but it's funny because he found some Jimmy Olsen, Superman's pals that I wanted, but I didn't have the comics before, so I couldn't buy them. He's like, what are you, out of your mind? I didn't mean to put this up too soon, but I guess I'm putting this up right now. I saw this in the local comic book store. Buy 10 comics, get 5 free. Buy 5 comics, get 2 free. That's how bad new comics are doing. That they're just giving away comics. They just get them out of the store. I cannot believe that. And you know what? I couldn't even find 10 comics that I wanted. So how bad is that? How bad is that? So let's see. What is Grey Wolf? A friend of mine died yesterday. I'm sorry to hear that. Ronnie Stoneman, First Lady of Banjo at 85. She did the ironing board skit on Hee Haw. Oh, wow. You were friends with her? I know that. I know that woman. Oh, wow. Well, I'm sorry to hear that a friend of yours died. 85 years old. That's a good run. I don't know what to say. Took me by surprise. It's a manga about a rooster that fights against demon kaiju monsters. The art is great. I'm sure the art is great. Most manga art is super, super well done. So I was telling a long story about Mark. So we went and bought a whole bunch of comics and everything. So that's why my voice is harsh. He stayed till like 10 o'clock last night. So from 6 o'clock in the morning when he got here, we went to breakfast, and from 10 o'clock at night, non-stop talking. I love that when you see a friend. We haven't seen each other in a long time, but it was like, we had like super speed talk to catch up to each other, to fill in all the details. She lived up to the road in Middle Tennessee. I'm sorry to hear your friend died. It's always sad to lose a friend. Anybody want to pop in? Just go to the top of the chat and click the link. Excuse me. Anybody? Bueller. Again, I just wanted to do a what you're reading, and I figured I'd do this. That's really all that I read since the last what you're reading. I had Batman Hulk. Yeah, the art is great. The story is like I said, it's all ages, not children's. There's a difference. Like the Batman, the Spider-Man, Superman was a children's. It was Spidey Super Stories level. So there you go. I guess everything's dying down. This is a 20-minute video of what you're reading. For those of you who care about this kind of stuff, I'm going to put this in the what you're reading playlist, not the live playlist, because it's, lives are conversations with people. So I'm going to end it. Just wanted to I was going to do a video anyway. Why not do a live one with the potential of surprise guests? But nobody took me up on that. But that's cool. All right. I'll see you. Bye-bye.